Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here on the Noah Parker channel. I am getting ready to go on my September trip to Disney, and I'm not using my gimbal right now because it is charging, preparing for the trip. One of the fun things I'm doing on this trip that I've never done before, and nothing like it at all, is I'm attending Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So I've decided to kind of go about it a weird way, I guess. Because like you can as an adult, if you have a ticket for Mickey's Not So Scary, you can wear a costume. But I have park reservation in Magic Kingdom that day already. So I'm trying, you can't like wear it before the party. So you have to go back to the hotel and change into the costume and then go back to the park. My plan is to just stay in Magic Kingdom all day. Maybe have lunch at one of the surrounding resorts, but pretty much just stay in Magic Kingdom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Goofy Disney Bound kind of as my costume instead. And to do that, first I need to grab my Goofy hat that I've been keeping on my shelf in a random spot for whatever reason. I don't know why I haven't found a proper home for it yet, but this could be a video eventually, like kind of like go through all this stuff on the shelf if you guys are interested. But today we're packing at least the non-essentials, because there's some stuff I have to hold off until Sunday when I'm actually getting ready to leave, because there's some things, you know, toothbrush, deodorant, and whatnot. You got to have that stuff ready to rock and roll every day. So I'm not going to be packing that stuff, but I'm going to pack the preliminary stuff and kind of tell you guys what I plan to bring, the kind of things that I intend to pack. So another thing I need to grab actually is my Loungefly, because that is where I keep my park essentials. So in here I have, just dropped it on the floor, but I have my Magic Band Plus charger. That is a key component to come with me. I also keep my umbrella and my poncho in here. Some more information to share with what exactly I'm doing, but I will give you guys that once I'm upstairs with the suitcase. And of course, you can't forget to bring the Magic Band. So I have a large collection of Magic Bands, and unfortunately, a majority of them, like these three here and these two here, are no longer compatible at Disney World. So those will remain on the shelf permanently. But I do like to bring at least one other one, I guess, because I have my Magic Band Plus, of course, but I like to bring one non-Magic Band Plus just in case. I like the Star Wars one, but I think I'm going to go with Tower of Terror and drop my Donald Pop figure on the floor. I'm going to go with my Tower of Terror one because it has Goofy on it, so I will wear that with my Goofy Bound because it's the only thing I have with Goofy on it as far as Magic Bands go. I just broke that. That's fun. Hopefully some super glue or some 3D printing can fix that. Okay, so some essentials that I need to make sure I take care of is iPad. iPad's got to be charged. So I'm going to make sure I get that charging. I do use it every day, so it's typically charged. But, you know, we're just going to make sure. One of my silliest ideas that I've ever had is I got this dish drying rack from Walmart, and I use it as a device charger. Sometimes I'll have my laptop up here, my iPad, the podcast iPad, or my wife's iPad, or her laptop. We just set them on there and they can charge them. We can fit a lot more on the dresser than otherwise. Also, random, but I 3D printed these drawer knobs for my dresser because if you have a 3D printer, you might as well, right? This is the new suitcase that I picked up for this trip for a couple of reasons. There's two reasons that I got this. The number one reason is because I typically fly on Southwest, and in the past, Southwest has offered free checked baggage. Well, that is no longer a thing. So I'm going solely carry-on this trip. And I'm afraid I might run into a couple of challenges. Number one being I usually put my Loungefly in my checked bag, but I'm not bringing a checked bag, so it's going to have to go in here. So I'm going to have to get kind of creative with packing, I think. Typically, you know, I just stick the Loungefly in there. What I think I'm going to do this time is like put some unmentionables, I could say, like socks and undergarments in the Loungefly. Kind of pack that full so that it saves that space, and then I can just use the rest of the space in the suitcase for my clothes and whatnot. So I'm gonna pack those without you guys seeing. Y'all don't need to see my dunnies. I'll be right back. As a rule of thumb, I typically pack at least 2 more pairs of socks than days I'll be gone. Just because it's really easy for your socks to get wet, especially in September. You can run into rain. Summertime in September in general, you can get a lot of rain down there in Orlando, and it's really easy to get your socks wet on accident. So I like to have extras, and I'll try to keep one in the Loungefly as well. So if they get wet, like in the park, I can hot swap and have dry socks, because there's nothing worse than walking around Disney World with wet socks. Okay, undergarment successfully stuffed into the Loungefly. Now we set the Loungefly in the bag and hope that it squishes enough, because this suitcase is like borderline. It's within like standards for Southwest, but it's like low-key kind of close. And if I end up having to check this, it could cause problems, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, the plan now is to kind of pack around the Loungefly, and I'm going to be wearing these shirts basically the whole time. These are shirts from Walmart. They're the ones I typically wear on podcasts and whatnot. But they're button-down Hawaiian shirts. This one is Stitch. I like this one because it's like a little more subtle, you know, compared to like this one. It's got a little bit more bold that it's Stitch. Same thing goes for these Mickey ones. I have 2 Mickey ones. This one is a little bit more like not in your face that it's Mickey Mouse. This one maybe a little bit more, but those are basically what I'm going to be wearing. The other shirt that I have that I'm super excited about actually is this one. This is from Box Lunch, and it's a Goofy Movie t-shirt, or a Hawaiian shirt. So basically that's what I'm going to be packing. I also have a Nightmare Before Christmas one that I'm thinking about bringing, but I'm on the fence about that one still, just because I would wear it for Mickey's Not So Scary, and I'm already wearing something else for that. So I'm gonna bring 4 of these. Oh my goodness, they're all over the place. Got that one. I'm actually going to bring my Roosevelt shirt. I have a Return of the Jedi Roosevelt shirt. It's the only one I own. It was on sale when I bought it, so I'm gonna bring that. Just need 4 shirts. So I'll pick this other Mickey Hawaiian one that I love so much. And then last but not least, I think I will just go ahead and go with the Stitch one. So those are the shirts I'm going to be bringing to the, well, actually I can nix one of those because I'll be wearing this shirt on Tuesday for Mickey's Not So Scary. So I can just bring that actually. I may bring an extra shirt kind of for the same reason I'm bringing extra socks, just as a little bit of a backup. I did not plan this very well, as you can tell. I'm manually holding the phone while I'm grabbing stuff that I plan on packing, so that's, you know, classic. And then, of course, a couple pairs of shorts. And by a couple, I mean 4. And I think one of them is in the laundry, so I'll have to pack the other one later. But let's see how we can get this all stuffed in here, shall we? All right, so I was able to fit all the clothes in there, barring 1 pair of shorts, albeit kind of just crammed in there. But I think we'll be okay, because the only things I really need to put in here are going to be like my hygiene stuff. So this section will stay pretty empty for the most part. And I may honestly just end up putting that stuff in this pouch so that this can stay free. So it closes a little bit easier. But the reason I bought this one, it's called Open Story. I bought it from Target. The reason I bought this one, this silica pouch out of here, is because it has this pocket on the front. And this pocket unzips, and you can put electronics in here. Now, I don't plan on bringing a whole lot. I'm just planning on bringing my iPad and my computer, really. So the laptop can go in here. And anything else I need to squeeze in here can go in the front as well. So that is the packing job mostly done. Of course, it is Friday, and I'm not leaving till Monday morning at 5 a.m., so I have a little bit of time to get the rest of the stuff in there, but everything else is stuff that kind of needs to wait. It's stuff that I can't exactly pack ahead of time, you know. Gotta have that toothbrush ready to roll, all that good stuff. So this will be interesting because I've never gone to Florida. Oh, I need to get this hat in there too. I'll probably put that in the pouch in the front. I've never gone to Florida, I don't think, where I haven't checked a bag. Because I usually end up having to bring a lot of stuff. But I am not bringing all my video equipment like I have in the past. We will be live streaming from Disney. But I won't be bringing all the equipment. I'll just be doing it straight from the phone. So I've got a smaller suitcase than I've ever used before. But I'm actually kind of surprised with what I was able to get in there. And I'm also bringing my full-size backpack too. So I have plenty of room for stuff. So that'll be nice. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I've got. And before you ask, no, I'm not just milking the packing for content because I didn't have a video this week. So yeah, bags mostly packed. Just got to get the final touches done on Sunday night. And then, yeah, I'm excited. We have a lot of stuff coming for this trip. I'm going to be there for 4 days, which is the longest one I've done so far. Specifically for creating content, I guess I would say. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to use these microphones in the park for the first time and see how those work out. Some of the other creators that I've seen in Disney with microphones that seems to do a good job. We'll just see how these ones do. I'm pretty impressed with these microphones, so hopefully they do a good job. I'll be going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, so that will be a completely independent video from that day's vlog. And then we also have a little bit of other stuff going on because my mom's going to be with me, but she is not attending Mickey's Not So Scary, so she's going to be doing a separate video all on her own whilst I'm at that party. So we look forward to hanging out, and I know I don't have a very big following, but if any of you guys happen to watch these videos and you're in the parks this coming week and you see me, say hi. Probably, I'm betting the chances are pretty low that I'll meet anybody, but hey, it's worth a shot, right? I also have a goal for this trip. I have one goal in mind aside from making videos and stuff, and that is to meet at least one other person from the All Ears cast. That's Sage Starkey, Emma, Quincy, really any of them, because I've met Breedlove the last 2 times I was at Disney World, which is really funny. So it'd be funny to run into him again, to be honest, but my goal is to try to meet at least one other one, which is a really silly goal, but yeah, I hope you guys are excited for the coming week and the content that we're about to put out, and I hope to see you in the live stream on Monday. We will be streaming, I think, at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so that will actually be, hold on, 6 p.m. Mountain time. And that is actually the plan going forward with the podcast too. We'll kind of talk more about this later on, but we do intend to have the weekly podcasts come out earlier, live stream them earlier than we have been in the past, because 8 o'clock is pretty late for us in Colorado, and then we have people down in Florida who are watching, and that's like 10 o'clock for them, so that's really late. So we'll set that in stone a little bit more, I think, in the next week. And yeah, we look forward to being in Disney and making some more content for you guys, and we hope you enjoy it. I will see you in Florida, but until then, let the wonder take hold.